Alright, I just finished recording the Falconeer and I'm back already because I have a lot of stuff coming up soon. A lot of stuff and person coming up soon. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bennett / Handsome German, which I've decided to go with and you can't stop me. I'm being very positive about my appearance recently. Isn't that good for everyone? Oh my god, I'm gonna black out the screen and go somewhere that isn't a complete spoiler for the end of the game. Whoops! Alright, let me... And ta-da! I hope you enjoyed that footage of, let's say, baby boars while I was removing myself from the end of the game. This is Glyph, and it is a game by Bolverk Games. I love the word Bolverk. I love that word. And it is a 3D platformer. It's a level-based collect-a-thon. I think the best way to describe it would probably be it's somewhere between Crash Bandicoot and Super Monkey Ball. So let's just get into one of the early levels to showcase some of the movement that you have. Because the movement system in this game is very much its main selling point. So as you can see here, you roll around, you have really good control in the air, which is actually incredibly handy for doing some really sick jumps later on. You can jump in the air if you haven't jumped to leave the ground, for example by bouncing like this. You can fly for a short time. If you combine that with the bounce and the jump, you can reach crazy heights. And whenever you touch one of those charged surfaces, or one of those blue flames you see over there, you get to do a double jump. And again, it's very nicely visually represented. The difference between a character having one jump and having two jumps, oops, is pretty easily read just from looking at the game. So this level might seem a little bit empty, but that's because I already cleared it out. I collected pretty much everything in this level. Yes, I did. And now all I pretty much have to do is collect the two keys to open the portal to leave. Because, oh, whoops, alright. Because that is the basic win condition in every level. Open the portal, and then leave. So as you can hear, the music just changed drastically, and that's something that I absolutely adore about this game. That as soon as the portal opens, I believe actually with every key you collect, but I'm honestly not sure, the music changes slightly and becomes incredibly hopeful and magical towards the end. That's probably the best way I can describe it as someone who's very much musically illiterate. So you start the game with only a small part of these ruins built. And your job is to travel from level to level, collect the gems, and help raise more of these temple structures from the sand. And that is pretty much how you progress through the entire game. You don't need to collect absolutely everything to make it to the end, which is nice. But obviously, since it's a collect-a-thon, the main appeal will be collecting stuff. Now, after I've shown you one of the easy exploration levels, I'll show you one of the slightly more advanced time trial levels. These, as the name suggests, require you to do things quickly. In this case, it features these little... Whoa! Oh no! Oh no. Yep, and I missed a key. Alright. It features these little panels that just launch you forward at great speed, which you will also find in other levels. And they're actually used to great effect in very different ways. Oh no! Across the game. Oh no! which is nice. The very basic mechanics of this game are used quite cleverly all over, and although parts of it might get a little repetitive, I can still do it. Come on, yeah. All right, that wasn't so bad. It was still a silver rank. Okay. That was very jank, but it also nicely showcased something else that I really like about this game, and that's the fact that every time you hit a safe surface, your jump recharges. So as you can see here, I can just climb up a vertical surface just by jumping over and over again, and that's pretty neat. On top of that, if you time your hover correctly, you can even make it over ledges like this. And that's something that is very rarely actually required to beat missions or levels, whatever you want to call them. But I found it super useful for taking massive shortcuts. Let's see. For taking massive shortcuts, or for saving myself in particularly difficult levels. So that is just another one of those little things. Add to that how much momentum you can build up by doing a bounce and then flying and then doing another jump. Like, look at how much room I can cover. How much room I can cover? How much space I can cover with just a few simple button presses. It's very impressive how responsive and how satisfying to use the basic movement system is in this game. And I'm just gonna show off a level that I haven't played yet to showcase how the average level is going to transpire, if you will. So you'll always get this nice little overview. And something that I haven't actually mentioned before, but the sand kills you, I think. Yes, even after beating the game, the sand still kills you, which, you know, ludonarrative dissonance, but that's okay. Anything that contains red energy will also kill you, so... Whoa! I'm sure I can... There we go! Oh, no! Alright, okay. So... This is a very clutch kind of platformer, because even though you're limited in the moves you can make depending on the surface you're on, the amount of air mobility that you have is ridiculous. You can save yourself from almost anything if you have a bit of a plan. And add to that the fact that there are plenty of sloped surfaces on the higher difficulty in the higher difficulty levels. My throat is getting sore, oh no. Which will really mess with your plans when moving quickly and deciding to slam down to to halt your momentum forward, which is something that you're going to have to do a lot. So let's see. Boop. Whoop. Boop. Up. And so this is just me showcasing how fluid the movement in this game really can be if you focus and actually use the physics to your advantage. I don't like how many coins there are on kill planes in this level. Oh, there's stuff up here. How do I get up there? Up. Oh. I never realized, since I only played this game at night over the last couple of days, how difficult this game is to play while you're talking. Oh god. It requires an incredible degree of concentration to nail the jumps just right, to move quickly through the levels, which even when you don't have to hurry, which is most levels, unless it's a time trial, how quickly you beat a level doesn't mean anything beyond it keeping track of your fastest time for personal challenges. Oh. But you... oh no, this is embarrassing. But after a while, you just want to move quickly. Not just because you start to get tired of playing through the same portion of the level over and over again, but because it's genuinely very enjoyable to bounce around like this. And to find ways to save a double jump charge for later. Let's see. Oh no! Yep, and that was a sloped surface, and it catapulted me slightly to the left. I don't know if catapulted is the right word, if it was only slightly, but there you go. I probably need to stop talking for a minute and figure out how this level actually works. Because these levels aren't just static selections of platforms. A lot of them have switches hidden throughout that will, in one way or another, alter the existing layout. Usually by adding more platforms, and on those platforms you'll find more coins, more of the power gems. So let's actually try to get over there without dying this time. Okay. What does this do? Alright. Can I make it over there? Yeah, I can totally make it over there. So, bounce, jump, jump, fly. And depending on how you time it, the momentum of the beetle form will carry you quite far. Oh no! I am so sorry that this is just me doing the same thing over and over again. But it also showcases a huge strength of the title, which is the fact that it is actually pretty fun to just move around. Like I said, all of this bouncing about and then timing your little flutter perfectly. It's just really fun to do. And it also plays quite differently from any other platformer I've ever played, that's for sure. And that alone, I think, makes the game very easy to recommend to anyone who likes 3D platformers. Anyone who has always wanted to get into speedrunning but couldn't quite find the right game for it. I think this might be a pretty good choice. Especially considering that it keeps track of your times across every level, which will make it pretty easy to practice. Oh no! Ah, I did it! Oh, okay. Oh! Flame trap. You motherfuckers! Oh no! So, unfortunately, while you do keep the majority of the collectibles, the coins, the gems, and the relic, you do not keep the keys when you die. And you obviously lose all of your collectibles if you exit the level before beating it. Now, the fact that you keep most of the collectibles means that future playthroughs or future attempts of the same level won't take nearly as long, which is a huge relief, because if there's one thing I dislike, it's having to recollect collectibles. Because the act of finding and picking up a collectible is pretty much only fun once, at least to me. So it's nice to see the developers don't force you to... Oh no! Oh no, what am I doing? The developers don't force you to go through that process over and over again. I'm just gonna give up on this level. So, what are the collectibles for? Like I said, the gems that you pick up allow you to unlock new parts of the world. It'll tell you how many levels there will be. So this one, Shrine of Generosity, difficulty 3, and there's 3 levels in there, and it costs 2 gems to unlock. Any individual portal is unlocked with coins, so this one costs 20. So I just put the money in, and now if I wanted to torture myself, I could go to the Precarious Peak and die there a lot. So let's just not do that for now. The relics, which are these scarab thingies, the artifacts, they're not called relics, not at all. The artifacts you can only pick up once you've collected every single coin in a level. And then those relics are used to unlock time trials, which are separate levels that can reward you with up to 3 gems if you get a perfect time. So, obviously the most important collectible in the game are gems. You won't have to beat every single level to make it to the end. As you can see here, after a while I just started rushing through it because I wanted to see the end of the game in time for release of the title. I managed to get all the way to the very end just with gems from the ground floor, if you will. Now, something else that's present in every single level is a collectible. Those are either trails or avatars. So if you see here, I can switch to a cyberpunk skin, which, hey, that's pretty cool. I haven't even seen that one before. So if you're a bit of a Metroid aficionado, you're gonna like that color scheme, I think. Very Gravity Suit-like, I believe. And then there's some that are more outrageous, like Genius, which has this little guy in there, which is silly and cute and probably not at all lore friendly, but you know, that's fine. So every level is going to have one of these collectibles in it. You are going to have to collect the thing and make it to the end to keep it. If you die it, just like the keys, you lose it and have to go get it again. The cosmetics are by far the most difficult thing to obtain in most levels. There are ridiculous stunts that you have to pull off to actually get to those. So those are a really nice little reward for people who just want to play more of Glyph. And like I said, if you like 3D platformers, if you enjoy some good momentum-based gameplay with some sick, pointless shortcuts that you can take across the overworld, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just doing that because I can and because it's kind of fun. Yeah, so if you enjoy a good movement system, if you don't mind slightly monotonous level design and art assets, because everything in this game takes place in the desert, then this game's for you. I can definitely see a lot of people having tons of fun with it. And I'm having fun with it, and all I'm doing is just jumping around the overworld. And it's just enjoyable. Uh-oh. So, with that being said, thank you very much for watching. The game is called Glyph by Bolvac Games. Check it out. Why not? I think it's a pretty solid time. The story isn't necessarily amazing. The camera is moving weird, but that's mysterious. I don't know what's up with that. And yeah, it's a good time. I had fun with it. If you crazy enjoy it, you're probably gonna get 10 to 20 hours out of it. I managed to get to the final boss and defeat it within 4 hours, and I enjoyed those. I enjoyed those 4 hours. Pretty solid stuff. Yeah. Hang on, let me adjust the microphone.
See you later, gamers.
Thank you. See you later, gamers. Oh, leave a comment about what your favorite piece of small machinery is. And why it's watches.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of.
Small handguns. The Game Boy Pocket.